Oh my days, is that you, bro? Man, them, I'm here. It's your boy Clarks, also known as Aman Tanveer. It's my government name, Aman. You know what I mean? So let's not try to beat around the bush. That is my name. But yo, first YouTube video. Why not start with something original? So I'm gonna react to my interview for when I fought on the CSO card against John Duty, a fight that no one in the influencer scene, nobody on the whole white collar scene would have taken on their first fight back after a 5-year layoff in the boxing game. But what can I say, man? Man's got massive kahunas, you understand? And the only way to show it was by taking a fight against an absolute Goliath and giant of a man in John Duty, who I can't lie, I have so much respect for. After our fight, we've been keeping in touch. You know, we speak here and there, and I wish John nothing but the best. I don't think I'll ever fight anywhere near that weight ever again, because bro, I can't lie, I look like an absolute mortal ladu, bro. Alani Gossam, me, bro, was non-stop ripping into me, saying, how can a man call himself a boxer when he has his dude coming out of a vest, bro? And I had nothing to say. Shout out Mumsy, I guess. I'm about to go live as well, so make sure you guys head over to my kick, which you can see right over here down below, to see the best streams, bro. I'm just a young up and coming up now, bro, trying to make it. So yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. I'd appreciate it so much. Head over to the socials. Before we get into this video, I just want to give a big shout out to my sponsor, Otwadi Clothing. I'll leave a nice little snippet on their page here. But yeah, man, get at them. Up and coming Desi Muslim brand, you know what I mean, with premium clothing at the highest of highest standards. So make sure you get at them and use code 15OFF for free delivery and 15% off any order over £50. It's been a while since I've seen a small war. This is genuine memories, bro. Look. Can you see that? Clark says John Duty, bro. Can I redeem kicks into actual pounds? No, bro. You have to send them to me, Mr. Lee.
The 31st of May, a massive...
Pause. I'm seeing aura right now. Man can see a little bruise under my eye. You know what I'm saying? I look serious, bro. I look like fucking Rambo. Look at me. I look like a man that's ready to just conquer the entire world, bro. Look at that. That's fucking aura, chat. Don't even give me shit. Yeah? Look at that. Caveman, bro. Even the daddy, bro. Look at my neck. You man know, bro. I was locked in, G. I was locked the fuck in, bro. I was looking into Sonny, the sports guy's soul, G. Pause. No Diddy.
Contender series taking place again on Combat Sports League. We're returning with that contender show, but also returning on that card is the prodigal son. And I say prodigal son very...
Hey, yo! Tell Sonny chill with the glaze, bro. Alani Gusson, bro. I'm gonna get cut out in a minute. And I don't mean standing literally. I'm talking about something else, bro.
Lightly. But the man himself, Clarts, is here joining me in what will be a very unfiltered interview, I'd say, a conversation. I say prodigal son, you know, I say return of the Mac, all the sort of superlatives you can talk about. But you're finally back, Aman. Finally back where you've always wanted to be, boxing, doing your thing that you love. How does it feel now that you're sort of in that process?
Well,
you're in.
I can't. I'm getting bare nostalgia, man. This is. You man need to understand one fucking thing. Hold up. Pause. Man need to understand. 5 years out the fucking ring, man. Them. You understand? 5 years. That's no joke. You understand? 5 years. Yeah. I was out. I was out, man. Them. I was out. Referee standing over my cupboard, bro, saying, "Yeah, done, broski. That's it. Your time's done." Yeah? Man need to understand this is serious. This was the turning point. See this, bro? Was the turn. I wouldn't, you know what? I may have had my differences, bro, but I want to give a big shout out to CSO, man. Because genuinely, you know, without this opportunity, I wouldn't have been able to turn around my life, bro, in many ways, innit? I wouldn't be sitting where I am sitting today if it weren't for this opportunity. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to my man. I'm not praying the intensity of my buta, bro. You can't because I'm not even showing you, lot. Fuck's sakes, bro. Pause. We're gonna fucking move this shit, yeah, right here for the time being because, bro, broski is fucking up the base right now, G. I'm trying to see my length, buta. What the fuck do you mean it's getting covered, bro? Hold up. You know what I'm saying, chat?
You've always wanted to be boxing, doing your thing that you love. How does it feel now that you're sort of in that process? You're in training camp, and the fight is not long to go.
Feels real. You know, that's as real as I can keep it. I know it sounds ironic, but, you know, the training, the blood, the sweat, the tears, you know, I'm putting everything into this and I'm getting pushed to limits that I didn't know myself that I could push.
Facts! No cap! It's the eyes. Alani Dustin, bro. You understand? Man, I've seen Scarface. The eyes, Chico. They don't fucking lie, man. Alani, bro. I swear down, G. You see Shaz Fitness, the way my man was bunding me in training, bro. And I swear down, bunding is an actual, that's a light term for what that fucking man was doing for me. Bro, the amount of shark tanks, the amount of times I was going home with nosebleeds, bro. Bust up face, bro. You can see, look at my eye, bro. I was getting G'd, bro. You know what I mean? Was there a difference between me and Bolly Blue? No, there wasn't. There genuinely wasn't, man. Then. But man, bro, I was locked in, G.
You know, a lot of sacrifice has gone into this camp. And I'm excited, Sani, man. I promise you, you know, people talk about nerves. I can't wait to get under them bright lights because I love it.
Talk your shit.
I love it, man.
Talk your shit.
No, of course. And a lot of people are looking forward to your return, not only in your hometown of Crawley, but also people that you've
Shout out Crawley, shout out Crawley. Man, I need to know, bro. Putting Crawley on the MAP.
come across on social media, people within the fight community as well. You're definitely someone that has that clout, but in a positive way. Does that not concern you?
Listen to that again. Clout in a positive way. Even Sani, you know what? I love the way Sani interviews, bro. He's genuinely a sick interviewer, bro. My man knows bro, he knows how to articulate a question, G. You understand? Let me go back, bro. Like, oh, yo. Wait. Man, them can't see this, yeah. Hold up. Can you, man, see the pose right now? Yo, right. First of all, I don't know what my eyes are looking at. Bro, I look like a druggie. What the?
Crawley,
Okay, that's better. Pretty hand signs in that, bro. What? Matrix, what?
but also people that you've come across on social media, people within the fight community as well. You're definitely someone that has that
Hold on, look, my arms are looking kind of nice, you know. Got bigger arms now, though. Facts.
clout, but in a positive way. Does that not concern you, that pressure going into a fight like this?
I love pressure, man. And if you've seen, I put pressure on myself because, you know.
Cause you got that dog in you, boy! Cause you got that dog in you, boy! Talk your shit! Talk your shit! I listen, fuck this, bro! Fuck this shit, G! Oh my lord! Let me make one thing clear, yeah? Not only am I the best boxer to ever step foot in a ring from the TikTok CSL white collar bullshit, yeah? I'm gonna talk my shit right now. Fuck this, yeah? Not only am I the best that's done it on a white collar platform, yeah? But I'll say this, I'm the most well-spoken, well-articulated, and well-presented fighter, bro, that's walked on these promotions, bro. No other fighter knows how to promote a fight or an event the way Clarks does, bro. These next man are all fucking B, C, and E, D fucking tier fighters, fam. They ain't got what it takes, bro. There's a reason why these men are just sticking to these fucking white collar shows, bro, and they ain't pushing themselves to the amateurs. They don't even think about going pro because they know they ain't got that dog in them, bro. You understand? Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off.
You know, I'm not afraid to do it because I believe that much in myself that I will go out there and execute what I've said.
Did I not take a fight that no one else would take? And did I not get the W? Yes. Yes, I did. Was I speaking? No, I was not speaking shit. You know what I'm saying? Man walked the walk and talked the talk. And furthermore, bro, I done it with a fucking injury as well, bro. Man had one ankle, bro. Allow it, man. On my life, bro, allow it.
Honestly, I come from a very good family. You know, I couldn't have asked for a better mother and father who supported me through whatever.
Facts. Shout out to Mumsy, shout out to Pops, bro. Wallahi, bro. This is what I'm saying. Like, you know, one thing I will say, though, yeah, to the younger generation, although there's so many absolute maslipatene, yeah, and absolute zalil insan, yeah, that are sitting on social media, bro, ripping into their parents, using their parents for views, people that sit on social media and talk so much shit about their parents, bro. I will always be an advocate for someone that will stand till the end of times, bro. The fact that my parents are amazing. It's always, you see people. The one thing I will say though, hold up, Chad. Let me just say something real, yeah. People are way too harsh on their parents. You need to understand it's your parents' first time being parents. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, when you think of things that way, you understand that, you know, you yourself as a child are being too harsh on your parents. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, as a Muslim, right? Your parents are everything. Your parents are everything. You know what I mean? And if you treat your parents in an ill manner, the doors of Jannah will never be open for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk right now. Forget everything. Forget everything. And the youth need to understand, yes, degeneracy sells. Yes, controversy sells. Right? But what? For a short amount of time? Then when everyone forgets you, you have to do even more fucked up shit. You have to do even more degenerate things. You have to do even more controversial things to get back onto everyone's wavelength just to be relevant again. And for that relevancy and that short-term burst of clout and attention, you're willing to lose everything in this world regarding self-respect, because people forget about digital footprint, right? Everyone forgets about digital footprint. You're willing to put all of that on the line for a small rush that one day is gonna ruin you and come back to bite you in the ass, right? And then on the day of judgment, that will never, ever, ever hold any sort of credibility to let you enter Jannah. Deep that. Man genuinely feel like they're tricking Shaitan. That's the delusion. That's the trap. Oh yeah, I'm going to do this and then I'm going to do this. Nah, broski. That's not how it works. Because at the end of the day, life ain't promised. You don't know. I could end this video. I could post this video and that's it. This is the last thing I ever put out onto the internet. The only thing in life that is promised is death. Nothing else. Remember that, my people. You understand? Respect your parents. Respect the elders. Because that's the culture. That's Islamic culture. This is the cultures that we have been brought up upon as Muslims. None of this other stuff. Yeah? Respecting our elders and respecting our parents, bro. And that's something that's been lost in the younger generation, bro. Clearly. Came so abruptly and ruined my motion. That is the reason why I took a 5-year layoff in boxing, bro. It was because of COVID. It weren't because of anything else. Gyms were closed. All everyone done was just sit in their homes, eat shit, gain weight. And you just got into that cycle of laziness, bro. You didn't want to do anything else.
You know, we were speaking off air about how you had a very promising amateur career. COVID happened and...
He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. Because now that I'm back, what's my record? What? Four wins, 1 loss. Do you know what I mean? In the amateurs, boxing in the Riviera Box Cup, inshallah, in August. You understand? Man need to understand, bro. There's levels to this shit. You understand? I'm tired of all these other mans, bro, on these white collar promotions trying to speak on my name, bro. Like there ain't levels to this game, innit? You understand?
And my coach, very well respected across the whole UK, Paddy Harmy.
Shout out to Paddy. Wallahi, I've been saying it, bro. Cool. Shaz is someone that's helped me mentally, bro, as a fighter. Genuinely, mentally. It taught me how to genuinely train as an athlete, right? But as a boxer, what I am, bro, is all the credit goes down to my first ever amateur boxing coach, Paddy Harmy, bro. Irish. I think he was 80 at the time, 84, 85. And that man gave me his everything, bro. In that gym, bro, in Crawley, his last 2 prodigies was me and Salman Mirza, my other friend who turned professional, but he's taken a bit of a gap from boxing. Shout out to my boy Salman. But me and him were the last 2 prodigies of Paddy. And Paddy's retired now. I think he's approaching 90. What a man, bro. What a man. Gave me all the time and effort. And, one thing I will say about Paddy, bro, he used to genuinely take his time out of his day, bro, to come to the gym earlier for me. I used to finish 6th form, come home, eat, rush to the gym. Our sessions would be from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., right? Paddy used to come at 4 p.m. just for me, because I used to come to the gym early, wait for him, and he started coming earlier, bro. He used to give me hour sessions prior and hour sessions after the sessions, bro. Additionally to the 1 hour sessions that were dedicated to us as well, bro. He put so much time and effort into me, and he believed that I could really achieve something with my boxing IQ and the talent that I had, the raw talent I had. And I will say as well, the perks and the bonus and the reward that I've got from moving down to Evolution Gym, training with Shaz. He's taught me so much mentally, bro, when it comes to pushing yourself as a fighter, what it takes to be a fighter, discipline, and, the mentality needed to genuinely go far in the sport. And when you combine the two, you know, alhamdulillah, bro, that's me, innit? Do you know what I mean? That's me. I'm the product of both Paddy and Shaz, man. So wallahi, I love both my coaches. Paddy's more like a father, grandfather type of figure, and Shaz will always be a father figure and a close friend to me. And well, I got unbelievable love and time for both. And yeah, man, this is like a thank you to both of them. Both this is a thank you to both them men, because without them, I would have been probably what, in jail. I would have been getting up to fucked up shit. I would have been just a fat, overweight Pakistani that sits on TikTok and just streams and begs for money and begs for roses. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, if it wasn't for Shaz, I wouldn't know what it meant to work hard. And if it wasn't for Paddy, I wouldn't ever been in a boxing gym. So credit needs to go to amateur coaches as well, because they don't work for money. They don't get paid. They just do it for the love of the game. And they do it to save kids' lives. Do you know what I mean? So shout out to both them men, man. I aspire to be a man like Shaz, and I aspire to be a man like my coach Paddy. Big shout out to the coaches, man.
Because my strengths was defense. I was a very well defensively structured fighter.
Now, facts. I genuinely, my defense has always been my strength, right? That's why I chose to make the move to Evolution Gym, because I was thinking, you know, what's the point of me going to just a standard boxing gym, right? I'm 23, or back then I was 22, right? And I might as well work on my weakness, which is my aggression and my offensive work as a boxer, as a fighter. Defensively, I was sound. I know I'm sound. Till this day, I'm sound. So I made the wise decision to move to a gym where they're known for their aggression, right? Look at Jay Marley, look at Shaman. Very, very aggressive, front-footed fighters who have had so much success off their work rate and their aggressive intent. So I took them factors into consideration, and I thought, you know what? Evolution is the best gym for me going forward, based on the quality of fighters at the gym, the quality of the coach, and the mindset of the fighters, bro, and the method. You know, just like football, a coach has a philosophy, right? Same way, every gym has a philosophy, right? They have a style of fighting. You know what I mean? And that doesn't mean every gym has the same style of fighters, right? But ideally, there's like a common denominator of what style the coach and what his philosophy is, which he implements into his fighters, if that makes sense.
Never been caught clean with a right hand, and I've never ever been
Yo! Yo! Can't lie, that kind of changed. That kind of changed, bro. Why lie? That I ended up eating them words, bro. Kind of changed.
dropped or given a standing 8 count.
Never been dropped in a fight. Never been given a standing 8 count. You know what I'm saying? Till this day, alhamdulillah.
You go across up and down the country, you find me another fighter that's not been hit or that's done. Defense was my thing.
Facts, though. Facts. You understand? Like, in the amateurs, everyone receives a standing. I probably will receive a standing 8 count, bro, because I can't lie. Some of the standing 8s people receive are absolutely diabolical. It all depends on the referee, but yeah, man. I talk the shit, bro. I talk my shit.
Sonny, it came naturally to me. I've always looked up to, you know, and studied hours after hours Floyd Mayweather, the Philly Shell.
Facts, bro. Floyd Mayweather, yeah. Let me just say something about Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather was my inspiration growing up. I actually ended up visiting an event where Floyd Mayweather came down to London, right? And he was at York Hall, to be specific. And I got a gold pass as well. Me and my friend Scott. Shout out to my boy Scott, bro. We went, and genuinely, bro, Floyd was my idol. Like, the amount of hours of footage I've studied of Floyd Mayweather, like, this guy was everything to me. And I remember, like, obviously we took a photo, we ended up getting a photo and whatnot. And it's one of them, you know, you pay for the VIP pass, so you see his whole little, him giving a talk and whatnot. Then you get a photo as well, right? This guy was my everything, my idol. And you know, the day this guy ended up giving his private jet to Israel, bro, is the day I burnt the photo of me and him. Because I can't lie, my goal was Floyd Mayweather until he done this shit. Because it just makes you realize how much of a goal Muhammad Ali was, because he stood for the people, right? He was the people's champ. And my heart was broken, G. I was devastated, bro, when I seen Floyd just be a sellout, bro. But then again, his name's Money May, bro. For him, money's his religion, right? That guy, if money's involved, he's there. So, yeah, man. I feel like I'm gonna talk about that here as well.
Whitaker, that lateral movement. I loved it. The only thing that let me down in the amateurs was offense.
Facts.
Hence why I took the decision to come down to Evolution Gym, because you look at their fighters offensively.
Yeah.
No one's talking to any of them. So, but that's what happens with maturity, growing up. You become a little wiser. I know what holes I have in my game, so I've come here to fix that and feel.
Why? Pause. What the fuck?
And you know what? If one thing I'll tell you for the past 4 or 5 years since I've been out the ring, discipline. I've lacked it. You could say.
I still struggle till this day, man. I can't lie. Like, even if I'm making weight, I'll still end up ordering a fucking waffle because I'm a fat muscly partner.
When you go into a gym, boxing's a whole different thing. You understand?
Facts.
When you put the extra weight on your thighs, you fucking feel it. Because I used to move.
Whoa,
64.
I pre my eyes, bro. Yo, that's how you know a man's serious, bro. I ain't even blinked. Bro ain't even blinked, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is... I was getting PTSD of fucking Muhammad Shahzad standing over my head, bro, telling me, I imagine this one time, bro, I was doing pads, yeah? And every round the pads finish, right? Shaz makes you do something like, for example, push-ups or burpees, right? And I think he was telling me to do 50 push-ups after my pad session, after my 5th or 6th round, yeah? On the pads. Broski, I was like to Shaz, can I do it on my knees? He goes, what the fuck you mean on your knees? Are you a bitch? I swear down, bro. Who the fuck said that? You know what I'm saying? I was struggling. You know what I'm saying? My arms were shaking mid push-up.
I could move like you'd think I'm Muhammad Ali, mate, moving around doing. I'm not claiming I'm Muhammad Ali, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Humble yourself, you fucking joke. I'm glad it was Muhammad Ali. Should we back out the performance against Doody on about Muhammad Ali? Who's this joke, man? You know what I'm saying? Shut the fuck up.
Especially now as well, because you've had that layoff after COVID.
My grandfather passed away in December due to cancer.
Sorry to hear.
He got diagnosed in October and left in December. I've never ever lost someone close to me in my life. I've never lost someone close to me. And he was disabled.
I can't lie, watching this back is tough, bro. Watching this back is tough.
And then lung cancer is what at the end took him. But for 20 years, with a stroke, left side gone. He's the only man I know who used to get up every morning, make himself breakfast, wash his own plate. And that's that mentality of a warrior.
No, multiple people be like, what's that, cheap? But, with the stroke, your whole left side's gone. Wake up in the morning, do stuff yourself. Obviously, I didn't go into detail, bro, but he'd give himself a shave. He'd take himself to the barbers. He wouldn't, what I meant was he wasn't waiting for someone to help him, innit? You know what I'm saying? There was never a thing where he was waiting for someone to help him, bro. He was a very practical individual, bro, and he didn't let his physical limitations limit the way he wanted to live his life. That's what I wanted to say, but because I was emotional, I wasn't able to, fully go into depth, which I think is quite understandable, right?
Of a man. And he was unable to,
Yeah, bang on Ahmad Mahmood. Didn't rely on no one but himself.
Clean himself and stuff. So I used to always, since a kid I've been doing that, looking after my grandfather. And he used to always give me du'as. He used to always have a prayer for me. And I used to always ask him, make dua that I do good in boxing and whatnot. When he left, I took life as a joke, I'll be honest, before, yeah? I took everything unseriously. I didn't give a fuck. I had a very, very degenerate lifestyle. I got involved in...
Kind of degenerate is an understatement, man. How much I've come along as a person and how less of a degenerate I am is actually insane. I don't think I've shared this information before in it, but when my grandfather passed away, like I remember when I came down to my grandma's house, obviously I was told the news. So I remember I was pulling up with my dad to my auntie's house, who lives like a minute away, right? We're parking up the car there. And as I've got out of the house, my mum's messaged me. She said, my granddad's passed away. He's left the dunya. And I don't think I've ever ran that quick in my life. I just darted off. I just sprinted off. and ran into the house, bro. Didn't speak to anyone. Just went, and I just saw like his body in it. I just saw his body in front of me, right? And it's like I didn't accept it. I didn't accept it, and I tried, it got to a point where I was looking around and I was like, bro, people are gonna, and I just couldn't cry. I was trying to force myself to cry, but I couldn't cry because I didn't accept the fact that he wasn't there. Do you know what I mean? Like I couldn't accept the fact that he had passed. Like I thought something was, you know what I mean? Like he didn't go. He just, and then when the doctor and came into the house, and then he, checked his pulse, and then he looked up, and then he went like this. I bursted out crying because then that's for me, it's like that's your confirmation, right? The doctor's your confirmation. So for me, it was like I tried so hard to cry, I couldn't cry. And then I tried to contain myself, but I couldn't contain myself because I was, crying so much because, my granddad and me had a very special relationship, right? And I loved him so much, man. I loved him so much. And I never, ever, ever in my life, I never lost someone close to me. And he was, my granddad's passing, it took him leaving for me to change my life, It took him passing for me to genuinely chase my dreams, to really go out my way and try and make it. Try and make it out. Try and do something with my life, Not just sit at home, not just sit on TikTok live and just limit myself as that. I want it to be something much more bigger, And I know I've got the personality to do it. I know I've got the skill set to do it, when it comes to the way I talk, the way I, carry myself, the ideas, my personality, how broad it is, my ability in boxing, for example. So I've been gifted with so many different traits to go far in life and really achieve the goals that I want to achieve. But I wish my granddad was here to see it all, My 4 amateur fights, my white collar fight with Duty, the whole build up. I wish my granddad was still here, man. And he could, he could see what I became compared to what I was 3 years ago.
If you spoke to me when I was 17 in the amateurs year, and you said to me at 22 years old, you'd be doing fuck all, I'd laugh in your face. I'd laugh in your face, genuinely, because the trajectory that I was at 17.
Nah, I'll be honest. I've never said something so honestly in my life, bro. Genuinely, if 17-year-old me was to see where I am in my life right now, bro, I'd be so heartbroken and shattered, because in my mind, I was training so hard. I was in the gym daily, doing double sessions. I lived, breathed, wanted boxing, bro. I wanted it so bad, bro. And the fact that I wouldn't say I failed, but I'm a long, 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 long way off from where I want to be and where I wanted to be. It hurt me a lot.
Lockdown 1, I entered lockdown at 64 kg. End of lockdown 1, I was 90 kilos. 90 kilos.
Wow.
And I'm not going to blame it on anything like, oh, I was depressed and, this. I was, but I should have dealt with it,
100%, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you feel sorry for yourself, you will always remain in the fucking deep pit that you've always been in. Does that make sense? When you start making excuses for yourself, when you start feeling sorry for yourself, you will never, ever, ever end up getting out the fucking pit which you're stuck in, You really have to dig deep. You have to accept the fact that all this fuck up there's only one person to blame and it's you, right? No one's gonna come save you. No one's gonna come help you. You have to get yourself out the fucking mess that you got yourself in. And once you've accepted the fact that sitting around, wasting time is not gonna get you anywhere, you'll be able to achieve great things. Now, even now, bro, to this day, I end up doing that. You know, after I work so hard day and night building TikTok accounts and whatnot, they get banned. I end up getting the same feeling like, oh, I don't feel like going on live. I don't feel like doing this. I procrastinate. I don't end up posting content. I don't do all of the above, right? But at the end of the day, I'm only damaging myself. I'm not damaging anyone else. I'm not hurting anyone else, you know? So, point being is, you know, sitting down and, you know, just feeling sorry for yourself, it's going to get you nowhere. And as I've just stated, I still do it now. But you need to mature and understand the fact that no one's going to save you, man, other than yourself.
I sent footage of John to my mum. My mum goes, pull out. My mum goes, pull out. I go to her, I can't.
No fact. No, hey, no cap, no cap, no cap. No cap. March thought I was going to get janazad, bro. I swear it down.
So if I lose, if I get dropped, if I get knocked out, realistically, who cares? No, everyone's going to forget.
Period. Period. You're not that important, though. You're genuinely not that important, man. Remember that. No one gives a fuck about you.
I feel like that fight against John Duty will be a test of my heart and discipline. Because for 3 rounds, I got to.
Need this though, man. Yeah. Going into this fight, I rolled over my ankle. I tore multiple ligaments in my left ankle. Sorry, in my right ankle. Okay, I had no back foot in this fight. Your power is generated off your back foot. In boxing, your punch power is generated off your back foot. I knew I wasn't going to be able to stop John Duty, but I knew I'd be able to beat him, and I was so confident because of the work I put in. I knew there would be no scenario where I lose this fight because of the work I put in. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care if I done my ankle. I didn't care if I done something to my wrist, my shoulder, whatnot. I knew I've worked too hard. There's no way this man can defeat me on the night. And I showed it, man. Yeah, it weren't the best of performances, but when you add to consideration, I had torn ligaments in my ankle prior to this fight, only a week or 2 away, and I still pulled out that performance out of the bag, bro, in a pressure environment, in such a high stake. You know what I'm saying? It's not as bad as what you think people make out.
Switched on. Because if I switch off for one moment in that fight, he's like a Deontay Wilder, isn't it?
I can't lie, John Duty is the hardest puncher I've ever faced. Genuinely speaking, no bullshit. I think John Duty is the hardest hitter I've ever faced, bro. He caught me with a left hook, right? And I felt the shot and I felt my eye kind of like, you know, swelling up straight away when he landed it. That guy could punch, bro. He wasn't effective, though, because his style of fighting is very strange and unorthodox. You'd expect someone like him to come forward and really implement his weight and his physical advantage on you, right? But he didn't. And, you know, I watched a few of his fights going into the fight, so I knew he'd be on his back foot a lot, which would play into my advantage because John Duty can't box. He can fight, but he can't box. So him going on his back foot was just the wrong game plan for him, and it all worked into my favor. I am a natural 73 kg fighter. Okay? The last time I stepped in a boxing ring before this fight, I was 64 kg. So that's basically a 20 kg increase, right? And I was fat, I was tubby, and I still got the job done, bro, at a weight class that I did not belong at. Do you know what I mean? I genuinely believe that I wasn't given the respect that I deserved for this fight. Yes, I'm not. I wasn't given the respect I deserved for this fight. Genuinely. You know, the weight class, the injury, you know, the stakes, the way I promoted the event. I genuinely believe like I wasn't given the respect that I should have received for taking this fight, in my personal opinion.
Why am I going to stress myself out by studying everything he does? I don't need to do that. I'll see the openings on the night and I'll pick my shots and I will be victorious no matter what. And like I said in the face-to-face, gloves are off. I will win and I'll do whatever it takes to get that win. Trust me.
And I fucking did though.
There you have it, ladies and gents. Clarts, I'm anticipating an absolute great return. So are you guys. The highly anticipated return of Clarts, May 31st against John Duty. You don't want to miss this one. Thank you, Clarts.
What you say, chat? W interview or not? W interview or not? Live it, lads. W interview, my people. Yeah? Say nothing. W. Come on. What can I say, man? You know what I mean? What can I say? It's just your boy Klotz, man. You know what I mean? P Klotz. Words are on, bro. Inshallah, bro, we'll be seeing moments like that soon. The mentality, I can't lie, watching this interview, bro, it kind of like gave me some motivation, bro, to just, you know, lock the fuck in, you know? But it's been your boy Klotz, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed this watch along with me, this reaction video to my interview for my comeback fight on CSL. And yeah, man, I appreciate it, my people. Take care. It's been your boy Klotz. And in the comments, let me know down below what type of content you guys want to see going forward.